Blimey, my friends. Hold on to your knickers because the Trump administration's just pulled a fast one that will make your whiskers curl. They've gone and declared a blooming national energy emergency. A load of codswallop if you ask me. To greenlight gas and mining projects on public lands faster than you can say fossil fuel frenzy. Now get this, they're slashing environmental review times from a year to just 14 measly days. 14 days? You'd have more time to decide on a new cat flap. And for the more complex assessments, a whopping 28 days. Core blimey, that's barely enough time to grow a decent moustache, let alone assess the environmental impact of digging up half the country. But here's the kicker, my friends. There's no flipping energy emergency. It's all a bunch of poppycock. The US is producing more oil and gas than it can shake a stick at. We're talking more black gold than you'd find in a Saudi prince's bathtub. The country's churning out more fossil fuels than it's guzzling. And we're the world's largest exporter of natural gas, for Pete's sake. We're producing more oil than Saudi Arabia and Russia combined. You absolute plonkers. That absolute muppet Doug Burgum, our Secretary of the Interior, has the blooming cheek to insist this is all about energy security and military readiness. Pull the other one, mate. Burgum, that cheeky geezer who used to be governor of oil-soaked North Dakota, is meow playing fast and loose with our public lands like they're his personal monopoly board. Environmental groups are gobsmacked. I tell you, absolutely gobsmacked. They're sharpening their claws for a legal catfight that'll make the OJ trial look like a parking dispute. The Centre for Biological Diversity reckons this whole emergency malarkey is about as genuine as a £3 note. Their spokesperson said, and I quote, "This is a blatant attempt to silence the public's voice in decision-making, taking away tools that ensure our communities have a say in fossil fuel projects that threaten our water, land and public health." Spot on, I say. Now, if you're as cheesed off about this as I am, give this video a cheeky like and drop a comment telling me how you'd fancy dealing with these fossil fuel tossers. We're talking about over 500 million acres of pristine wilderness, mates. That's an area larger than blooming Alaska. While the rest of the world is trying to kick its fossil fuel habit, Trump's turning America into the chain-smoking uncle at the family reunion. It's like hiring a fox to guard the henhouse, except the fox is wearing a Make America Great Again hat and the henhouse is the size of Texas. Remember, my friends, this isn't just about some boring paperwork. These reviews aren't just bureaucratic faff. They're the difference between having clean water and having tap water that looks like a witch's brew and tastes like petrol. As Dr. Jane Goodall put it, what we do meow to our environment will haunt us for generations to come. We could be looking at more oil spills than a clumsy chip shop worker, and more methane leaks than a cow farm after an all-you-can-eat bean buffet. Trump's energy policy is about as forward-thinking as using a sundial to tell time in London. It's not just outdated, it's bloody prehistoric. While Trump's lot are faffing about with fossil fuels, countries like Scotland are generating more electricity from wind than they can use. Talk about blowing the competition away. And here we are, going backwards faster than a ferret down a drainpipe. This whole charade flies in the face of every international climate agreement we've signed. It's like we've shown up to a formal dinner party in our gym jams, completely disregarding the dress code. The rest of the world is desperately trying to wean itself off fossil fuels, and we're over here chugging them like they're going out of style, which they are, by the way. And let's not forget the long-term consequences of this bollocks. We're not just talking about a bit of dirt and grime. We're looking at potential ecological disasters that will make Chernobyl look like a picnic in the park. Expedited approvals mean cutting corners, and cutting corners in environmental protection is about as smart as using a chainsaw to trim your nose hair. So, there you have it, my friends. A fake emergency, a real disaster for the environment, and a government that's about as useful as a chocolate teapot when it comes to protecting our planet. It's enough to make a cat laugh, if it weren't so bloody terrifying. We'll be back with more stories soon. I'm DiParmejan reporting for News Cats. Stay curious, you magnificent felines.